Let's talk some Knicks basketball. Welcome in Jonathan Macri, Knicks Film School. Series gets going Monday night at the Garden, which will be rocking. Who's the bigger threat in this series for the Knicks, Tyrese Maxey or Joel Embiid?
Well, with all due respect to the former MVP, Joel Embiid, I think it has to be Tyrese Maxey. Look, Embiid, we know when he stays upright, he is a force. But the Knicks have some different bodies they could throw at him. Not only Karl-Anthony Towns, who just came off maybe the best defensive series of his playoff career, but obviously Mitchell Robinson, OG Anunoby. Also, Embiid has to stay upright, which we know he doesn't always do. Maybe got it a little injured tonight earlier in that Celtics game. Tyrese Maxey, the Knicks do not have an ideal defender for him. I think you saw that the last two times, or the last time these teams played in the playoffs, when he averaged 30 and 7 on good shooting, and then against the Knicks this season, 30 points on 51% shooting, 50% from deep. So Maxey could really beat you in a lot of ways.
All right, last series, it was an OG series, but when you're looking at the other two Knicks stars, it was, more Karl-Anthony Towns than Brunson. Is this series ahead more of a Cat series or a Brunson series?
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of people are going to be tempted to say, let's not let's not fix what isn't broken. I will still go Jalen Brunson for a couple reasons. Again, like Maxey, Brunson has the track record against the Sixers team, put up 35.5 points and 9 assists the last time these two teams played in the playoffs. They don't have a great answer for him. He could pull Maxey into actions, pull Embiid into actions. All that being said, I think Karl-Anthony Towns still needs to carry forward his great play from the Hawks series. He is going to have advantages that he could take advantage of, and I think as long as he does that, the Knicks should be in pretty good shape.
All right, what do you think, John? One underrated advantage for the Knicks, not the obvious in this series ahead against the Sixers.
Yeah, I mean, you mentioned OG Anunoby. I don't know that the Sixers have a great way to guard him, but for this one, I'm going with the Knicks' depth. So you saw earlier tonight, Philadelphia head coach Nick Nurse essentially only played 6 guys. Quentin Grimes, former Knick, very familiar with here, was the only guy to play big minutes off the bench. They don't have a deep roster, and so they're going to rely a lot on the top of their most talented pieces. The Knicks, we know from this first-round series and from the last few months, Mike Brown is more than willing to lean into the guys that he has, guys like Jose Alvarado, Jordan Clarkson, of course, Mitchell Robinson. I think that's going to be an advantage that should swing this series in favor of New York.
Yeah, and looking at it over the course of what you expect to be a really physical series, it's hard to imagine that George logging the minutes that he is and Embiid logging the minutes that he is, coming off the appendicitis, they're going to be able to hold up physically, given the lack of depth that you mentioned. Jonathan, all right, last one. I like the Knicks in the series. I get a sense you like the Knicks in the series. How many games do you think this series goes?
My gut instinct is to say 6 games. If you told me it went 7, I would not be shocked. I think the Sixers are talented enough to steal games just by Embiid having a big game, Maxey having a big game. At the end of the day, this Knicks team means business. I think we saw that over the way they closed the series against the Atlanta Hawks after being down 2-1. Again, could see it go in 7. I'm picking Knicks in 6. I will be surprised, though, if it goes less than that. I have too much respect for Philadelphia to pick anything less than 6 games.